Okay, in this video we're going to make a couple of really simple 3D printable keyrings. So I'm going to start off by saving as usual. 3D print keyrings. And I'm going to make a component for my first keyring. And I'm going to call it basic design. Keep it as simple as possible. So sketch on the bottom plane. I'm going to start off with a rectangular circle, and I'm going to go with 40 by 80, which is 4 centimeters wide and 8 centimeters long. Finish my sketch. I can go to extrude here, but I'm going to start using E shortcut now. Let's make this one 3 millimeters, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and the reason I'm doing that is so that I can grab these kind of small corners. So it's holding down shift, 2 fingers to pan, or to orbit. If you make a mistake and you select here, you can just click on it again to deselect it, and then you can see here that it's 4 edges. So I'm going to have a look at this because I'm going to not use numbers. I'm just going to drag it till I get to a point that I like. That looks nice. I'm going to hit OK. So here we are. I'm going to sketch on top of my keyring here. And I'm just going to eyeball this. We'll look at ways that we can be more precise in the future, but I'm going to say 8 millimeters. It's on the red line. That's near enough to the center for me. I'm going to hit OK. E for extrude. Click on it. Drag it down. Let's put some text on it. So I could do another sketch on top here, but I could also go back to this sketch that I didn't really use that much, and I can add in. Oh, I did that kind of fast there, didn't I? I should really explain that. You can go back to the timeline, you can right click on this and say edit feature. Oh, sorry, wrong one. You can do that for all features, but yeah, edit sketch. Create text. And I'm going to start here. I'm going to drag this down, and it's going to give me my text area. So I'm just going to write sample text. And this font is like one that's good for game development, but not very good for 3D printing, I wouldn't imagine. So let's find something a bit simpler. Sample text. Do I like that? I don't really like that. Do I like that? That's a bit better, but it's a bit too big. So you can go in here and you can change the size. Okay, sample text. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to finish my sketch. Because we were reusing an old sketch that was hidden there, we need to bring it back. And I can now click E for extrude. Click on my text, and I'm going to extrude that by 2, but I'm going to change this from join to new body because I want to be able to control the color of these elements separately. So I can hide my sketch away. Let's collapse that, and let's grab our appearances by hitting A. I'm going to find my plastic, and good old ABS is my kind of go-to usually. I'm going to drag this across just to the whole component by dropping it here, and that's going to color everything. I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to change the color to be deep kind of purple, and I can drag that on to background. There is keyring 1. That looks pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I go back and activate the top level here so I can add a new component. I'm going to call this one circle pattern. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and I'm going to do a sketch. And I just want to sketch on the same kind of bottom plane. Now, this one's hiding it, so I can just hide that away. Click here, and I can bring that back later on. I can bring it back now, but yeah, let's bring it back. So I'm not going to do it on top of it. I'm going to do it underneath this one. So circle, start here, and I'm going to go for 40, and I'm going to go to create, and let's do a rectangular pattern. So I'm going to click on what I want to pattern, and then I can drag it out, and you can change the quantity here, but I actually quite like it with 3. So I'm going to hit OK, finish. I'm going to hit E for extrude. You can like click and drag over these, but I'm just going to select them individually. And I'm going to go for 2mm here. And then I'm actually going to hit E for extrude. Again, I'm just going to... Oh, did I hit E? E. There we go. And I'm going to extrude this another 2mm, but I'm not going to join it. I'm going to say new body this time. And I'm going to hit E for extrude again. And I'm going to click here. I'm going to say new body again. So I've actually got 3 different layers. So I'm going to pull out appearance. And I'm going to duplicate this color. So what's our color? Let's go for some classic combination here. So let's go for some black. I'm going to go for black on the top, black on the bottom. It's a little bit hard to select, and then I'm going to duplicate it, and you've guessed it, I'm going to get some yellow happening in here. I'm going to drag that into the second one. You can see that's a little bit tricky, so I'm going to put that back. I'm going to show you, if that ever happens, you can actually look at the bodies. And in the future we'll be renaming these bodies, but we're just doing these models quickly. So I can see that body 2 is the one that I was trying to select, and it's a bit of a pain, so I can just drag it over and drop it here. So I'm going to close this, and I just realized that I don't have any holes here. So let me click on this top bit with a new sketch. Let me find a good point. Drag this out. I'm going to go with 9mm, and I'm going to drag that all the way down. That's going to cut through everything, and you can see some of these nice layers that we're having now. And I am going to reuse my sketch, and I'm going to add some text to this. Or yeah, let me go create text. Let me drag my text box. So I'm going to start here, and yeah, let's keep it into this kind of area. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it with this. I actually quite like this font, so I'm just going to say sample text and hit OK. Finish my sketch. Remember, it gets hidden away because we've used it before. So we can bring it back. We can hit E for extrude. Click on our text. And I'm going to say -2 because that's the same amount as we extruded this top layer. So it should cut all the way through it. So it's uncut. Hit OK. And if I hide that, you used to see this kind of cool like cutout effect where the middle layer is going to be shown. And you can imagine that you can actually flip underneath here and do something like, in fact, I'll just do it. You can click on here and then let us add some more text on here, and I'll call this more text. And we're going to finish it, and then we're going to do E for extrude, grab our text, -2, yeah, so we've got a cool kind of double-sided keyring there, yeah, so pretty nice.